whatever, but it was known as the dub accent.
Wherever he went, Ronnie seemed most at home in Dublin, completely at ease with the city and its people. He was recognised everywhere he went, including some of the most unlikely places. On one memorable occasion, it seems he was even recognised by an exotic bird in Dublin Zoo.
Each time he went by, the bird, Judy, said, "Hello, Ronnie Drew." So he said to me, did you hear that bird saying hello to me? I said, yeah. He said, well, do you not think it's a bit odd that a bird knows who I am? I said, oh, everybody knows who you are, Dad.
Well, the Queen, she came to calling us, she wanted to see all of us. I'm glad she didn't fall on us, she's heavy and stone. Mr. me, Lord Mercy, she does all you got to show to me. Why no, ma'am, there's some more to see. Poke 'em all hoeing, and he took her up to Monto. He took her up to Monto, like a real good night to you.
Over the years, Ronnie had acquired many fans outside Ireland.
When I was in the European Council, Gerhard Schroeder was a huge fan. Gerhard Schroeder had seen them as a student in Dublin in the 60s, in the early 60s, in Dun Laoghaire.
The Chancellor of the German Federal Republic used the excuse of an official visit to Ireland to hear Ronnie Drew sing again.
When he was coming over, he asked, was it possible that could he go to Dun Laoghaire? I contacted Ronnie. Ronnie gathered up the gang, those of them were there, had a night for Gerhard.
Needless to say, a few pints were taken.
He was a good Guinness man, Gerhard. At about 11, we all walked out, as you would walk out at 11 after being there for a long night. And it was a brilliant, brilliant night. And he floated back to Germany as President of Europe, and it was a really great night.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, especially over from London to join with us and pay tribute to the Dubliners. Here's a number from the Dubs with the Pogues. Hey!
In the late 80s, the Dubliners seemed able to reinvent themselves and win over a whole new generation of fans.
On the 4th of July, 1806, we set sail from the sweet cove of Cork. We were sailing.
The union of the Pogues and the Dubliners seemed somehow inevitable.
It was just like meeting somebody like that you'd been living away from for a long time. You know what I mean? It was the same. It wasn't quite the same with the rest of them, but with him it was, you know? Someone who's always been in your life, you know.
The two bands were able to create a unique energy, and their collaboration proved hugely popular.
I find McGowan a very, very intelligent, bright man. I think he's a poet, actually, you know.
There was our Mickey Cute, who played hard on his flute when the ladies lined up for a set. He would tootle with skill for each sparkling quadrille, till the dancers were fluted and bet.
There was very little rehearsal, you know. We just joined, got a key and away with us, you know. And it just seemed to work.
Because we've got one heck of a good show for you tonight. In the studio, we have Curiosity Killed the Cat. We've got Ruby Turner. We've also got the Fine Young Cannibals.
And I'm dead made up because at number 21 this week with the Irish Rover, it's the Pogues and the Dubliners.
More than a quarter century had passed since Ronnie and the rest of the Dubliners had last appeared on Top of the Pops.
On the 4th of July, 1806, we set sail from the sweet cove of Cork. We were sailing away.
Who was more dangerous, you fellas or the Dubliners?
The Dubliners any time, but I mean the combination is pretty good as well.
A close relationship developed between Shane MacGowan and Ronnie.
I used to try not to give a shit, but everybody would get nervous, yeah?
We had 1 million bites at that best lawyer rights. We had 2 million barrels of stone.
So sometimes I got nervous, you know, right, you know. And as everybody knows, I had a few drinks to settle my nerves, and you know, I'm not apologising for it, yeah?
7 million barrels of poison. We had 1 million sides of our blind horses' sides, and the whole of the Irish Rover.
To me, he always shows a great respect, and I have no problems with him at all. Okay, like anybody else, when he's a bit drunk, you stay clear, I stay clear, people stay clear of me if I'm drunk, you know what I mean?
He was cock of the walk, and he rolled the dames under and over.
He just sort of used to talk me through songs on stage when I'd forgotten the bloody words and things, and nobody had noticed, you know.
Turn 9 times around, and the poor old dog was drowned. So the Irish Rover.
The collaboration with the Pogues wasn't the last time that Ronnie worked with other artists.
He felt the need to express himself and to not be straitjacketed.
Ronnie continued to confound expectation throughout the past decade, recording with artists as diverse as Ja Wobble and Eleanor Shanley.
And he was also a bit of a nonconformist, and he liked to rebel a bit.
What kind of air are we to breathe when there's none to take in?
For some artists, singing with Ronnie seemed like the chance to work with a legend.
I was touring with the Danon in Germany, and Ronnie was with the Dubliners. And we're on a bus, and I was completely in awe of all this touring. It was my first time to Germany, and Ronnie got in on the bus, and this was my hero. And he came in and sat down beside me, and I said, "Hello, Ronnie." I said, "Isn't this lovely, you know?" And I was looking out, and Ronnie says, "Ara, what is it? Only threes and more threes, love." And that was my introduction to Ronnie Drew.
Listen to the likes of me and you. What do we tell the children when they start to ask us why?
He may have grown older, but Ronnie had lost nothing of his edge.
He would let people know where he stood. He'd let people know what he thought. There was no act.
And what kind of rain will fall on the land that's dead and gone? What kind of flower?
I remember a woman coming up to him one day and saying, "Ronnie, I love your gigs. Could I have my photograph taken with you?" "You can." "Can I have your autograph?" "You can." She says, "Oh, I'd love to see your gig sometime. I'd love to see your gig." And he turned around and he says, "Funny how in 40 years you never got to see me gig."
Just a few years ago, Ronnie and Deirdre celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary.
I always felt that they were two very strong individuals that had a partnership, and it was based on respect for each other.
And the screaming of brakes, the parting has come.
We just seemed to be quite happy together. And I mean, I had huge respect for her, and I think she had respect for me. And
do you regret anything?
I mean, when I was drinking heavily, you know, I don't know how she put up with it, but she did.
Why do you think she did?
Well, I'm hoping it was because she still loved me.
Yeah.
Because I loved her.
That's the only reason, is it? There could be no other reason.
Could be no other reason, no other sane reason.
Sadly, at this time, both Ronnie and Deirdre were diagnosed with cancer. Deirdre died a few months before I last interviewed Ronnie.
I had great love for her, and I hope she had for me. And as you know, she only died a few months ago.
I know that.
And it's a little hard to talk about at times, still. But
you're on your own now,
really,
without her now, and that must be.
It is. I'm only beginning to come to grips with it now, you know.
Do you think about it?
I do, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think about it a lot. But I have to try and get on with life. And, I mean, she's gone now, so there's nothing I can do, but...
Do you talk to her?
Huh?
Do you talk to her
Yes,
still?
I do, and was James Joyce, or not James Joyce, was it James, John O'Casey said, memory